Hello, everyone, and welcome to Angel Healing House, and welcome to Walk In Angel Ariel's weekly wisdom for this upcoming week of September 3rd through September 10th, 2022. My name is Claire Candy Huff, and my name is also Angel Ariel, as I had an angelic walk-in experience on January 11th of 2003, which I write about in my award-winning #1 Amazon bestseller, I Am an Angelic Walk-In, the autobiography of Angel Ariel. I'd like to welcome back my loyal subscribers and my followers. Thank you so much for liking and sharing and subscribing these videos. And if you have found the Claire Candy Huff YouTube channel for the very first time, let me share a little bit about myself through my full-time business, Angel Healing House, which I created 20 years ago in 2003. I'm a Reiki master teacher. I love teaching Reiki, and I've taught hundreds and hundreds of Reiki practitioners and master teachers around the world. I am a clairvoyant, psychic, tarot card reader. I also do past life clearings and ancestral healings. And of course, I do the restorative, recharging, re-energizing Reiki energy sessions, which can be done in my beautiful office here in Santa Monica, California, or anywhere in the world. I can do that through distant healing. If you're interested in any of my services, please do go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com, or that number to phone is 831-277-3716. And do remember that's Pacific Standard Time. I'd like to send a big thank you to all of those people who have made donations to my PayPal account for my free weekly content. If you'd like to make a donation, I've left my PayPal link in the description box down below, and along with my website and also my phone number. All my contact details are in that description box. So, as we are today on September 3rd, I'd like to wish everybody a happy September. And now we will begin to experience the first energies of autumn. You know, many took time out during the summer months to reflect and relax. Pete, my husband, and I took a stunning trip. We drove the almost 9 hours up to the Northern California, Oregon border, to Mount Shasta, to bathe in the natural beauty of this beautiful mountain and its wonderful Lemurian energies. But now that September here, the energies offered are going to be some major planetary events, and they will abruptly awaken us, perhaps, from our summer slumber. We are now 1 week into Virgo season, and I do not know what it is about the energies or the cooler days of September here in the Northern Hemisphere, but once September hits, all I want to do is buy new pencils and sharpen them, buy a new pencil case and perhaps a new lunchbox. You know, as I mentioned in my last week's Angel Healing House blog talk radio show, that we are in practical-minded Virgo season, very grounded. We may just get the urge to clean out our desk drawers to make room for those shiny new pencils, cleaning out our closets as we swap over our strappy summer dresses and start to hang sweaters and jackets. We might clean out our bodies with a liver cleanse, a bowel cleanse, just an overall cleanse. We could be cleansing or cleaning up our social media pages. And yes, my angelic family, the posse of angels, they're assuring us that we could choose to clean any toxic relationships which are no longer honoring, as this will free up space for new, more honoring relationships to come in. You know, sometimes we just need to hit and push that refresh button in our lives, clean out those closets, just get rid of those things that are no longer serving us. I recently did this with my computer, and boy, did it feel wonderful and liberating to get rid of duplicate photos, screenshots, old documents that were no longer needed. Now, the influence of last week's Virgo new moon is providing a pivotal moment to find creative ways of establishing more stable foundations for ourselves. And we're doing this either consciously or unconsciously before we put down secure, stable roots for the next part of our journey. Making changes to our daily routines at this time, even though they may seem small, will be highly beneficial. Now, on my last week's radio program, Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio, I shared that if you desire to update your car, go test drive cars. Get that new smell fragrance in your lungs. Feel what it feels like to get in to a car, and the carpets don't need the floor mats don't need vacuuming. It's nice and shiny and new, and just feel as if that car is yours. Another thing that we can do, if you would like to open up for new love to come into your life, go on some dates. Each date may not be the one, but it shows the universe that you're open to receiving love to come in now. And if you wish to move to a different location, go drive around the communities where you would like to live. If you want to live, if you want to dream about living in an oceanside community, go down to the ocean, drive around, look at the different houses, put your feet in the water. If you want to live in the mountains, go up to the mountains. If you're a more desert person and like to live in those warmer, dry conditions, do so. Because many in the collective are now anticipating changes coming in as higher pathways are opening up for us and will direct us to this new pathway, this new territory. If the anticipation of these new pathways opening up makes you feel a little bit overwhelmed, uncomfortable, probably unsettling, begin by nurturing yourself to stay in the present moment. Do things that feel like you're giving yourself a rejuvenating spring clean, even though we're going into autumn. Now, this cleansing is perfect for the upcoming Mercury retrograde. Whether this entails heading off on a new adventure or starting a brand new project, it is a great way to push your refresh button. And this will have a magical effect as the new energies are supporting us in manifesting things very, very quickly. Now, speaking about Mercury going retrograde, and I can hear the groans already, but Mercury retrograde, we're in the pre-shadow phase, but it will go direct. It'll go retrograde, on September the 9th. But we are already entering September with a lot of retrograde energy, with Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, and Pluto. Already, they're all doing a retrograde dance. The posse of angels knows that nobody really likes the Mercury retrograde, but I promise to speak more about the blessings of Mercury retrograde on my upcoming Angel Healing House Blog Talk radio shows, it's a weekly show, and it's on every Thursday at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. When we are under the influence of many planets in retrograde, it does make things slow down in our lives. The more we can accept this and not fight it, we allow it to give us a gentle nudge, added time and space to reflect on and review things from the past, to assess how we arrived where we currently are through our decisions and choices, and what we chose to previously give our attention to that has manifested in our life. With Virgo being the planet of health and also well-being, it's really important that if we do not like our present reality, don't beat ourselves up, but to learn to be forgiving and compassionate and know that we can go on to make more honoring and respectful and beneficial choices that we do not feel compromised by. Some energies to add to September's mix of astrological events will be the full harvest moon coming up on September 10th. And it's revealing the magic of this season. And for many, the manifestation of dreams. Also, there's the autumn equinox occurring on September 22nd. Now, the word equinox comes from the Latin words equi, meaning equal, and nox, meaning night, giving us that equal amount of both day and night. This balance of light and dark is emphasizing balance in our lives, which will be increased by the start of Libra season as well, around that 22nd, 23rd mark of September. And Libra season brings in more harmony and balance to make sure that everything is equal, fair, and that justice prevails in regards to all areas of our lives, especially in things like relationships and finances. With the autumn equinox associated with the harvest, it is time. It's time to reap the fruits of our labors that we've worked so diligently hard for, to see that our efforts will now be rewarded. Above all, do have fun during the month of September, working with these magical harvest energies. And if you need some help in working with energies, you've come to the right place, because Angel Healing House is all about increasing our vibrational frequency. So if you'd like to book any of my services, please do go to my website, which is angelhealinghouse.com. Now, still being under the energies of the new moon, actually at this date, September 3rd, we're probably caught right in the middle of that new moon and the full moon starting. But I thought I would do a new moon reading for this upcoming week. And I'm starting with the beautiful new deck called this one. This one I just obtained and is beautifully presented deck. It's called the Runic Oracle Odyssey. I don't know if you can see that. There we go. The Runic Oracle Odyssey. Beautifully, beautifully presented deck. So, first thing I'm asking the posse of angels is where? Where are we now in our lives? Where do perhaps you find yourself under this new September energy? And the first card that came out for us, the rune card, was this card, Berkano. And you can see that this person here is obviously very, very pregnant. The two words are fertility and growth, renewal, life changes in both our personal relationships and our relationship, most importantly, with ourselves. The greatest thing we can do now is to allow these changes to occur and open the doors of new opportunities coming in for us. Things like pushing and forcing and controlling outcomes, that won't do it. It'll actually cause those doors of endless possibilities in the higher dimensions to remain closed. This rune card evokes a time of great creativity and the ability to move forward with our projects and bring them to fruition. After all our hard work and efforts, it indicates a harvest time of abundance, domestic stability in where we live and our relationships, and material wealth. So it's wonderful that Berkana should come out in answer to, where am I right now in my life? Next question. What intentions do I need to put in place in order to evolve at this time? And this card came out, Ingwaz. Ingwaz is the card that brings us the message of, yet again, inner growth, creation, completion. It indicates the ending of a cycle. It's the gathering of all of our forces before acting. Perfect with Mercury retrograde coming up. It is cautioning us once again, do not push, do not force anything, but invites us to really start to plan and organize. These are perfect things to do under our practical, organized Virgo energies. And as I said, perfect thing to do under a Mercury retrograde because it gives us time to revisit, re-edit, redo. That is one of my favorite things to do during a Mercury retrograde, actually, is to edit my books, getting them ready to be published, and revisit and complete projects that have already been started. So the next question under these energies is, what new energies will I have? What new experiences will I have under this new lunar cycle? Aha! The next card that is coming out for us is Anzos. Anzos heralds a time of spiritual awakening, when knowledge becomes wisdom, and with the awakening to wisdom, we will draw others to ourselves that will provide communication, dialogues, and information on how we will be able to further share our new enlightenment. So it's wonderful that Anzos comes out, and it's like a light. You see in that card, it's like this spiritual awakening, this light, this light of wisdom that actually brings in that communication. Next card coming out for us. What are the positive changes that will occur around this time and around these energies? And this card appeared. This is Tewaz. Tewaz is the card of justice. It's a new cycle, and it represents justice and our courage. It reminds us that the only courage that we need is to boldly stand in our integrity, is to never compromise what we know in our hearts to be true, and just to be our true, authentic selves. Now, we spoke about, the Posse of Angels and I spoke about going into the equinox, the autumn equinox, which is the balancing of light and dark, the equal amounts of that, and going into Libra season, and the scales appeared, balancing our lives at this time. Beautiful time, beautiful time. And the last question I'm going to ask is why and what? What do I need to pay special attention at this time of going into September and coming upon this harvest new moon? Okay, so this card, this card is Jera. Look at that, Jera. Jera is the card of harvest. And it says on the bottom, achievement and life cycles. I love this. Jera represents positive changes and echoes those life cycles, seasons that are born and that give way to the new, which is coming in. This rune also speaks of rewards for our hard efforts and invites us to celebrate our success. However, Jera cautions us, please be patient and to be in tune with the rhythms of nature. But it heralds an end to a waiting period, as well as the manifestation of achievements and abundance. So, all of these cards are in perfect sync with what we spoke about. How wonderful. Thank you, Posse of Angels, for those lovely, lovely messages. And for additional messages, we're going to go to my sea and salt energy cards. These are beautiful, gentle, sweet cards. Okay, so the first card that came out was this one, Driftwood. Driftwood came out, and with Driftwood is encouraging us, go with the flow and trust where the universe is taking you. Now, my angelic family, the Posse of Angels, they're reminding us that in order for our dreams to be fulfilled for our soul's highest good and the greatest good of all concerned, we must surrender our expectations as to how those wishes and desires should manifest. This can be very difficult for those who are attached to a certain way or a certain story they keep telling themselves about how their life should unfold, rather than allowing God and the angels to work in the realm of infinite possibilities for our dreams to be fulfilled. And so the second card that came out for us is Mr. Clam. Clam reminds us to open up to those infinite, often synchronistic and magical possibilities. You know, the only thing we can do is if we put our ego and we follow life through our ego, and this will only bring us one or two possibilities. But if we put our egos to rest and making ourselves vulnerable to let go of the illusion of what we think would be best for us, we open ourselves up for the most miraculous, synchronistic, serendipitous, magical ways that can truly affect us and affect our lives, and for the angels to give to us. So the next card we have is Anchor. I love this. The anchor is reminding us to have faith and know that many of us, after feeling like we have been drifting for a long time, we now will be given the signs as to where we can anchor ourselves in a safe harbor, where we can serve, do what we love doing, serve ourselves, then go on to serve others, and joyfully thrive. And boy, I don't know about you, but I am waiting for that. Well, I'm not really waiting, but I'm anticipating, put it that way. Because if we wait, nothing really happens. So the next card that's coming out from our Oracle of the Mystical Moments, this is a beautiful deck, Oracle of the Mystical Moments, is, and I have never, ever seen this card before come out. And it's a number 3 card. 3 is the number of miracles, magic, and creation, and collaboration, connection, all of those things. And it's Sleeping Beauty's Dream. Beautiful card. Look at that. And look at the little bird held gently in her hand. I love these soft, sweet cards. You know, we all have the capacity to envision what kind of journey we would like to take, for our soul is not bound to a certain place, time, and dimension. With this being so, where are your thoughts, your words, your feelings, and your actions directing and orchestrating your life to manifest and to unfold? Okay, so Einstein once said, imagination is more important than knowledge. Just like that sweet little bird that is resting gently in her hand, our soul is now ready to be freed and soar to all the places in our dreams. But the posse of angels is giving me, and they're now singing me the song from South Pacific. It's called Happy Talk, and the lyrics go, you've got to have a dream. If you don't have a dream, how are you going to have a dream come true? The fulfillment of every dream started in the mind of someone that first dared to dream it, and then they fed it into existence with their focus and attention. So let's go to the tarot cards and see what other messages the Posse of Angels have for us today. I'm using my Angel Healing House Tarot deck and free up the energy while I'm shuffling, even while I'm doing this. My husband Pete and I are in the throes of working with a publisher finally to bring about the completion of this beautiful deck. It took me 2.5 years to design and create it, and then I worked with an amazing Polish artist to bring about my creations and my designs, and I just can't wait for others to be able to use it in their readings as well. So there we go, and one more shuffle. I did shuffle it really thoroughly before. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay. First card that's coming out for us is the World card. Well, I'm really not surprised. We have been speaking about cycles ending. It indicates the ending of a cycle that will be presented. And it will be presented to us because there's a new phase that is coming in for our lives to begin. This card coming out is perfect for the upcoming Mercury retrograde. Many times it's called the laurel wreath card, or it's telling us that it was a job well done that we've done, and we will be rewarded for our hard efforts, our diligence to our dreams. You can see that laurel wreath over her head and saying, you've done very well. You've done very well of going through that full cycle. And now, with the ending of every cycle, there's a beginning of a new path. And I love in my card that the green and the blue of her dress is melting into Mother Gaia. There is no difference between you and Mother Earth. The more we can connect with Mother Earth with our high vibrational frequencies, and the more we will be able to be in beat with her beautiful heartbeat. Then life flows easily and gracefully. Love that that card came out first. The next card that comes out for us is another major arcana card, which is the Judgment card. The Judgment card is a confirmation. This is a confirmation of a new path. You can see the path there in my card. You can see the transformation of our lives with all of those butterflies. But a new phase of our lives, a new beginning will be opening up. This card coming out is perfect for the upcoming Mercury retrograde. For many times, the Judgment card is called the second chance card, where something that we feel that we missed out on in the past will be presented to us once again. Maybe we felt like we missed out on a job offer, or we missed out on a relationship, or we missed out on the perfect house for us to live in the perfect place, or perfect circumstances for a life change. Well, get ready, because if you're open to receive, there are second chances coming around again. So wonderful one to get after the World card. Perfect confirmation that something, and a life cycle is ending for the new phase of our life to begin. Next card that's coming out for us is the Page of Cups. Well, the Page of Cups is expect the unexpected. Living in a state of suspended belief. Something coming in seemingly out of the blue, just like a fish popping out of a cup. But Mercury retrograde brings things back from the past into our lives, whether, again, it's people or opportunities or offers that come back to offer us, again, a second chance. Now, we just had Judgment, which is the second chance card. So, relationships, business offers, connections, life-changing opportunities that come in and present themselves again. And the boat in the background here, that sailboat is many people are going to be sailing or moving away to different locations where they can serve best, they can serve themselves best, they can serve others, and then it is this perfect place for them to move to next. The birds in my tarot deck are not there by happen chance. The seagulls in this card are a sign of adaptability and flexibility. So get out of your own way. Know that what is coming for us is the co-creation with Spirit. It might not come in the way that you expect it, but it will come in the way to fulfill your dreams for your highest good and the greatest good of all concerned. Let's go to the next card to see what comes out. Next card is another page. Pages are about messages coming in. So, wow, this indicates messages, communication, emails, phone calls, letters, what new dialogues that are sparked by the seemingly out of the blue occurrences that will cause a flurry of activity and may have us making plans to collaborate with others in, they could be in business, it could be collaborate with moving companies to move us. Others may be moving into more committed relationships, perhaps moving in together, getting engaged, or even getting married. So the pelican is about nurturing and nourishing ourselves. A lot is going to come up for many in a short amount of time. So we really want to nurture and nourish ourselves and to keep ourselves in the present moment. So, and the pelicans are all about comforting ourselves with that nourishment and nurturing ourselves. The next card that is coming out for us is, well, what did I just say? Can't make this stuff up. The Knight of Swords is the card of things happening very quickly. And, it's almost like a flurry of activity. Just for many who have been seemingly quiet for such a long time, it may be like things will manifest at once under this harvest new moon. And we'll have to prioritize and really catch our breath and marvel at just how magical and miraculous our life is unfolding. So once again, prioritize, take a couple of deep breaths, and just marvel at the way things will come in. This is the busy card, and the next cards that are coming out, and I often call these the peanut butter and jelly cards because I only wanted to take 5 cards, but they somehow seem to want to come out together. There's 2 cards here. One is the 6 of Pentacles, and the other one is the 10 of Pentacles. And the 6 of Pentacles, well, that's the card of reciprocity. Whatever we have karmically given out in the past will now magically and karmically be returning to us as we open to receive abundance in our lives. And this financial wealth, this material goods, this domestic stability, whatever this is, it will be shared in the collective. And it just won't be for personal gain, but it will be given to us to put into a project, to put into an organization, to serve humanity. And the 10 of Pentacles is telling us that this is the lasting legacy that we will be building and putting into our projects and our organizations in order for a lasting legacy of light to be given to the planet. So, beautiful messages. Thank you, Posse of Angels, so very much. Now, let's do as we do every week and end with some magic. I know many in September are going back to school, and they've already bought their shiny new lunch boxes and their pencil cases and sharpened their pencils. I used to love the smell of new erasers, glue and all of those things. I did like school very much. I wasn't very attentive. I was off with the fairies, but I like the concept. Put it that way. I like the concept of school. Many people are already planning, sort of their Halloween costumes. I saw in a local strip mall that Halloween stores have already opened up with their smiley pumpkins and their ghosts. Oh, there we go. That's the 3. The first card that's coming out for us is Powerful Manifestation of Wishes and Goals by Harnessing Universal Energy, the Philosopher's Stone. Well, this is the culmination of all of our wishes, all of our desires, all of those things and the power that we now have as powerful, independent, sovereign, multidimensional beings, going from carbon-based, lower dimensional bodies to crystalline, higher dimensional bodies. The rate of manifestation is extraordinary. So powerful manifestation of wishes and goals. Get ready. I don't know. I say get ready, but I don't know what we could do to get any more ready than we are now. The next card that's coming out for us is achievement, winning the award, winning the accolades, winning the rewards and the contracts. So I just said that in that other card about the six of, not only the six of pentacles, but there was a card before that about our achievements. That's right, Jera, the harvest card. It's about achievements and rewards. Achievements and, what was that other word? Achievements and life cycles coming in now. So open up to receive and let go of the way that this needs to come in for you. And what a great card to end with. Wishes coming true. Rapid achievement. There's that word over and over and over and over and over is achievement. Rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. Achievement. Philosopher's Stone. Powerful manifestation of wishes and goals. I can't think of a better way to say thank you so much for ending this and saying thank you so much for tuning in. I cannot wait to hear from you in the comments below. What manifests for you in this upcoming harvest season. I would love you to call in to Angel Healing House Blog Talk Radio on Thursdays at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time to share with the listeners what is manifesting for you under this wonderful harvest season. So everyone, go out and fashion an absolutely beautiful life for yourself. I'm wishing you love. And as always, angel blessings. And I look so forward to speaking with you again next week. Bye.